Aye, subscribe to One Celtic Fans View. Hail.
Celtic haven't lost a game at home this season under Brendan Rodgers, and they were hoping to extend that record when they face Lazio this evening. Scottish Premier Champions, yes, we are the Scottish Premier Champions. We need to just remind ourselves of that. We are going for 3 in a row this season. They faced a Serie A side that are sitting 16th, 17th in the table, managing only 2 wins from 7 games. The Lazio press has said that preparing to face Celtic is a complex situation as the visitors are trying to balance priorities between the league and the Champions League. Lazio suffered a 2-1 defeat at Celtic Park at 2019, and the fixture saw clashes between fans before the game. Courier have warned Lazio travellers that there could be possible tensions. This is the same group of fans that are no shrinking violets. One of our own super fans was attacked at the game after the game at Lazio. Him and his friends walking home, 3 of them walking home, and they were jumped by a load of Lazio thugs. And the outlet states that it's predictable the reaction from Celtic supporter to Lazio fan base was expected, given Lazio's poor reputation. Some Lazio fans, they say, have been trying to amend this poor reputation, but it doesn't seem to have much impact as yet. Anyway, let's talk about the Lazio Manager. The Lazio Manager has been talking about Celtic, and he says that, look, down to 9 men, Brendan Rodgers against Feyenoord was a master tactician. He said he was a master tactician. He says that evening, he said keeping the scoreline at 2-0 was fantastic for him. He says there's players at Celtic that we do have concerns about that could cause issues against Lazio. Matt O'Reilly, he said, is in superb form and it could be a real goal threat. Maeda also, Daisen could be the Japanese winger, is a bit of a machine, he said. And then you look at Kyogo Furuhashi, who's lethal in front of goal, but he's yet to be lethal in front of goal in the Champions League is my only concern. Sarri went on to say, look, for dynamism, speed and intensity, Celtic are a very dangerous team. But what surprised them most from a technical point of view is the way that they've been playing. Against Feyenoord, they deserved so much more from the way they played. He said, look, I like Rodgers. He's a great coach. He worked for 3 years at Liverpool. He has a great career. Celtic could be the loose cannon of the group, he said. Celtic have a great chance of taking something from Lazio tonight. I think that with the way that their form has been this season, I think it's probably one of the best chances that we've got for a win in the Champions League. You've got to remember the last time we won in the Champions League was 2013. It was a long, long time ago now. It's Rodgers, his tactics will come down to it tonight. But when you think about it, it's just a game of football and we've got a great chance to win it. We do have a great chance to win it. The fans need to get behind everyone. Callum McGregor's been talking about the last time we played Lazio under Neil Lennon and we won home and away. He said, look, we're looking to replicate this in the Champions League. He said it's a step up from where the sides met the last time in the Europa, but it's still the same 2 clubs. He says we haven't registered a win in the Champions League when we beat Ajax. He said a win against Lazio is a must. It's a must-win game for Brendan Rodgers, and it would be terrific, absolutely terrific, and an long overdue achievement for Celtic to win in the Champions League. Obviously, the really positive thing is the last time we managed to beat them home and away. Christian Julian header, if I remember right, it was brilliant for the winner that night. Got the place absolutely rocking, and then a few weeks later in Rome, Papa Francesco was sung out by the Celtic fans after the game, to much amusement of the Lazio fans. You need a bit of luck. You need goalkeepers to make big saves. Will Joe Hart make big saves for us? I think he will. You just need everything to be perfect, really, and I think it will be pretty much perfect this evening, we hope. You know, losing that game to Feyenoord, going down to 9 men was a bad result for Celtic, but like this Lazio manager says, Brendan Rodgers managed to keep it at 2. So going forward, I think it's a must-win game. Everyone thinks it's a must-win game if we want to progress in Europe. And my preference, I've been saying it for weeks now, is to get a run to Dublin in the green in May next year in the Europa League Cup final is in Dublin. So what else have we got to say about the game tonight? Make sure that you join. I'm going to do a live around about 6 p.m. Celtic Park time. Come and have your say as we'll talk about the game and what we expect for it. There are 867 Lazio supporters arrived in Glasgow, and Celtic fans are alleged to be going to make it a hostile environment for them. A fantastic day, Celtic fans all around the world, and I'll see you on tonight's video.
Roll up to the party, roll up to the party.